Hello, everybody, and welcome to this matchup between St. Ignatius Wildcats and your St. Charles Cardinals. 2 minutes till game time. St. Charles versus Ignatius. And we are on your way. St. Ignatius will take the puck. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 68. 68 over 68. Or 66 over 68. 49. It's 10. 10 around. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 49. Shot. And it'll be deflected up. And right past the goalie. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot. And it'll be deflected. St. Charles with the puck. 10. 10 over 68. 68 with the puck. 68. And they'll chip it up and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck now. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot. Shot again. And it'll go up. And it'll be City. And we'll have a whistle for net off. 15:50 left to play in the first period. And we'll have number 8 on the face-off. And we'll have another face-off. And we'll have number 8. And we'll have 8 on the face. 8, and it'll go straight to St. Ignatius, and that'll go off the crossbar. And they're good. And that'll go up, and then we'll have a whistle. 15:40 left to play in the first period. 8. 8 on the face-off. 8 over 4. 4 over to 38. 38 with the puck. 38, and it'll go up, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. And it'll go up to St. Charles. 8. 8 over 38. 38 up to 88. They will chip it up, and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And St. Ignatius still with the puck. They'll take it up the ice, and they'll take a shot, and it'll be deflected by St. Charles. St. Ignatius shot again, and it'll be glove saved by Dylan Fansler. 14:59 left to play in the first period. .45 on the faceoff. 45, and he'll win the faceoff over 23. 23 over 45. 45 round, and it'll go to 45. 45. And it'll be chipped up, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius will take a shot, and it'll be saved by Dylan Fansler. 14:40 left to play. .45 on the faceoff. 45, and it'll be chipped over to 23. 23 with the puck. And it'll go 66. 66, and it'll go to 45. 45 over 49. 49. 2. 2 with the puck. 2 over 66. 66. And it'll try to pass it up to 23. But it'll be. And it'll go 45. 45. And it'll go over 66. 66 will chip it up, and it'll go all the way. And we'll have an icing call. 14:08 left to play. And we'll have 10 on the faceoff. 10. 10, and it'll go to St. Ignatius, and it'll be St. Charles, the clock 38, 38 over to 10, 10. And we'll take it, and it'll go to 68, 68 with the clock. And we'll go back to St. Ignatius, St. Ignatius with the clock, St. Ignatius. And it'll go to, and it'll go up and out of play. 13:31 left to play. 39 on the face-off. 39. 39. Around, and it'll go up, and it'll go to 83. 83. And it'll go to 11. 11, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 4. 4. 4. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. And it'll be chipped up, and it'll go back to St. Charles. 38. 38. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot, and that'll go off the crossbar. 11. And St. Ignatius and St. Charles. 4. 4. 4. 38. 38. Up to 68. Or 88, I mean. 88. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. And he'll take it around, and it'll go to St. Charles. 88. 88. 88. Yeah, he'll take a shot, and it'll go off the post. 66. 66 shot, and it'll be still loose. And it'll go for 9. 9. Over to 8. 8. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck again. Ignatius, and it'll go around, and it'll go to 66. 66 over to 9. 9. Over 88. 88 will take it up, and it'll go to 9. 9. It'll take a long shot, and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck, and it'll be St. Ignatius still with the puck. And it'll go up to St. Charles. 66. 66 will bring it up, and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 49. 9. And it'll go up to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. And it'll go to St. Charles. 66. 66 with the puck. 66, and it'll go up to 45. 45 will miss it. And we'll go back to 49. 49. Over 23. 23 over 2. 2. 2. And it'll be going up, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. And we'll go to St. Ignatius, take a shot, and it'll be saved. 10:45 left to play. Ten on the faceoff. 10. 10. And we'll go over to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot, and it'll be a glove save by Dylan Pamphlet. 10 on the face-off, 10. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius take the shot, no good. St. Charles with the puck, 10. 10 over 38. 38 to 94. 94. And we'll have an icing call. 10:27 left to play. 10, and it'll go for 38. 38 with the puck. 38, that's 34. 94 on it. 94 with the puck. 94 over 68. 68 over 10. 10 up the ice. 10, and it'll go 38. 38 with the puck. 38, and we'll go to 10. 10, 10, and it'll chip up, and we'll go to St. Ignatius. And it'll go back to St. Charles. 38. 38 over to 4. 4 over 68. 68 with the puck. 68. 68. He'll take the shot, and it'll go off the glass. 94. 94. 94 over 68. 68. Up to 16. 16. He'll take a shot, and it'll be foul save. 94. 94 over 16. 16 around, and it'll go to 94. 94 with the puck again, and it'll go 68. 68, and the puck is still loose, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius shot, and no good. 9:13 left to play. St. Ignatius with the puck. It'll go around, and it'll go to St. Ignatius, and the puck's still loose. St. Ignatius shot, and it'll go off the post. St. Ignatius. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And it'll go to 9. 9. Or 8 of them. 8. 8 over to 88. 88. It'll go up to 8. 8 with the puck. 8 with the puck. 8 up, and it'll be chipped up, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius will chip it back. And it'll go up to St. Charles, 66. 66 over 9. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. Ignatius. And it'll go to 9. Or 8. 9. 9. And go up, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. Take the shot, and no good. Ten on the faceoff. 10. And it'll go to St. Charles. St. Charles will save it. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius and St. Ignatius still with the puck. And it'll go up, and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 10. 10 over to 66. 66 pick up, and it'll go 9. 9. 9. 9 over 68. 68, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. And it'll be chipped up back, and it'll go to St. Ignatius still. It'll go 49. And back to St. Ignatius. And it'll go back to St. Charles. 10. With the puck. 10 over to 68. 68. 68. 68 will take a shot, and just missed high. 49. 49 over 68. 68 will miss pass, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. And back to St. Charles. 83. 83. Shot, and no good. St. Ignatius with the puck. 49. 9 over 83. 83. And we'll go to 39. 39 will take the shot and it'll just go wide. 11. 11 over 39. 39 over 83. 83. Down and it'll go to St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 38. 38 around and it'll go to 4. 4 and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius around and it'll go in. No net off. 23. 23 and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And we'll have an icing call. 155 left to play. 38. 38 over 23. 3 and St. Ignatius will take it away. St. Ignatius with the puck. And it'll go to St. Charles. 23. 23 will take the shot and it'll go wide. St. Ignatius with the puck. And it'll go St. Charles. St. Charles with the puck. 45. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot and no good. 4. 4. Around. And it'll go. And we'll have an icing call. 5:17. Eight on the 8 on the faceoff, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck, and it'll go to St. Charles, 68 or 66, 66. And they'll tip it up, and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles, 9. 9. Down to 88. 88 with the puck. 88. 88. And it'll go over to 8. 8 over to 66. 66. 66 take a long shot, and it'll go behind the net. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And we'll go to 49. 49 will chip it up. And we'll go into 66, 66 over to 9, 9, 9, and we'll go over to St. Ignatius. And we'll have a penalty on number 91 on St. Ignatius. Cardinals on the power play. 2 minutes on St. Ignatius. 68. 68 over 10. 10. 10. Over 66. 66 over 10. 10 over 49. 49 over 66. 66 with the puck now. 66 over 10. Or 68, I mean. 68 over 10. 10. And they'll go over to St. Ignatius. And St. Charles will regain control. 49. 49 into the ice. 49. 49. Round. Round, he'll go to 10. 10 over 49. 9, back to 10. 10. 10, he'll take the shot and it'll go high. 68 with the puck. 68, go to 83. 83, over 10. 10 will miss it and it'll go to St. Ignatius. But it'll go back to St. Ignatius still with the puck and it'll go back to St. Charles. 49. And to 66. 66 over 10. 10. 10 up to 68. 68. Over to 66. And we'll have an offsides call. 8. 8 and it'll go to 88. 88 around to 38. 38 with the puck. 38. 38 up to 9. 9. And it'll go back to 38. 38 with the puck. 38. 20 seconds left on Cardinals power play. 8. 8. Over to 8. 8 with the puck. 8 over to 88. 88. Over to 8. 8 will miss it and it'll go over to 94. 94 over 8. 8. 8 will take the shot. No good. And it'll go down. And we have 5-on-5 hockey. 38. 38. And we'll go up and we'll have an icing call. 1:55 to play in the first period. Agreed. And St. Louis takes a shot and no good. 83. 83. To 39. 39. And we'll go to 66. 66. And we'll go to St. Ignatius. And St. Charles will get it back. 66. 66 at the ice. 66 shot and it'll go off the glass. St. Ignatius will come out with the puck. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius shot and no good. St. Ignatius around. No good. And we're going to go over to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot again, no good. And it'll come out St. Charles with the puck. But it'll go back to St. Ignatius. 8-3. If you're triple up and we'll go and we'll have an icing call. 48 seconds left to play in the first period. 1-0 St. Ignatius winning. St. Ignatius. And it'll go 4. 4. And St. Ignatius will come out with it. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius will take the shot. No good. And we'll have a whistle. 32 seconds left to play. Ten. 10 over 38. 38. And we'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot no good. St. Ignatius again. And we'll have a net off. And we'll have a little pushing down at the goal. 2 minutes for St. Ignatius. Cardinals on the power play. 10 over 68. 68 over 10. And we'll go 66. 66 over 10. 10. And we'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And they'll ice it. And we'll have no ice in the cup. And it'll go around. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot no good. 49. 49. And we tripped up. And it'll go out of play. 2.5 seconds left to play in the first period. 10 on the face-off. 10. And Andrew was 66. 66 tripped up. And that's the end of the first period. Cardinals are down 1-0 after the first. Please stay tuned for the second period. I'll be right back after this ice cut. And here we go for the second period. 66 over 49. 49. And it'll drop back down to 66. 66 with the puck. They try to take it up the ice. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. And it'll go back to St. Charles. 49. 49 with the puck. They'll take it up the ice. And it'll go over to 10. 10 over 66. 66 will miss it. And no icing call. 66. 6 over 10. 10. 10 with the puck. 10. Over 66. 66. Okay, 49. 49 shot. And it will be deflected. 83. 83 over 10. 10 back down to 66. 66 over 10. 10. And it'll go to 49. 49. It'll go over to 10. 10 will take the shot. No good. And it'll go back over to 66. 66 over 49. 49 over to 68. 68 and over to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And we'll go back down to St. Charles. 56. 66 over 68. 68. 10 seconds left on Cardinals power play. 68. And we have 5-on-5 hockey. And goal! St. Charles goal scored by number 68, Gabe Sotok. 1-1. St. Ignatius with the puck. And over to St. Charles. 8. 8 over to 38. 38 over to 88. 9. 9. And we'll go over to St. Ignatius. And we'll go back to 38. 38 over 4. 4. 4. And we'll go up to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot. And we'll go over to 38. 38. 38 over 8. 8 over 9. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius around. St. Ignatius. And no goal! 88. 88. And we'll go up and we'll go down and we'll have an icing call. 14 left to play in the second period. 1-1. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius will take a shot and no goal. And it'll go over to St. Charles. 66. 66 around and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. 23. 23. And over 2. 2. 2. 2. And it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. And it'll go to 45. 45 over 49. 49. And we'll go up to 23. 23. Over 2. 2 over 49. 49. 49. Over 23. 23. And we'll have a penalty. Wait, was that? Never mind. That was an offside call. 3:39. 13:39 left to play in the second period. 39. 39. And we go over to 49. 49. Over 66. 66. And we'll have an offside call. again. 13:28 left to play in the second period. 1-1 tie game. And we'll have 39 on face-off. And it'll go over to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 11 over to A3. A3. Down and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And we'll go back down and we'll go St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. Shot and no good. St. Ignatius shot and we'll go off the post. St. Charles with the puck. 49. 9. 83. 3. And he'll ice it. 12:32 left to play in the second period. One on the faceoff. 10. Over 4. 4. Over to 38. Get around.
Prime photo bomb in Kansas.
38. 38 over 94. 94 over 68. 68 over 10. 10. 10. 10. And it'll go back over to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And it'll go over to St. Charles. 38. 38 and back to St. Ignatius. St. Charles with the puck. 94. 94 around and it'll go to 68. And it'll go to over to 38. And it'll go over to St. Charles. 38. 38 over 68. 68 and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius around. St. Ignatius. And it'll go over to St. Charles. 38. 38 around and it'll go to 94. 94. 94. Or 10. 10 and it'll get deflected. And it'll collapse. 4. 4. And 9 will miss it. And we'll have an icing call. 10:46 left to play in the second period. 88. 88. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius shot and we'll have glove saved by Dylan Fansler. 88 with the puck. 88 and we'll go to St. Ignatius. And we'll go to 7. 7 over 88. And it'll go St. Ignatius. 9. 9. Yeah, and no good. 7. 7 up, and it'll go to, and we'll go over to 88. 88. Around, and we go to St. Ignatius. Back to St. Charles. 9. St. Ignatius. 2. 2 of 8. 8 shot, and just missed. And that went up into the netting. 9:40 left to play. 45. 45. Over 23. 23. And no good. St. Ignatius. And we go back to St. Charles. 66. 6. And they'll miss it. And they'll go to 49. 49. Over 2. 2. Up to 23. 23. 23 over 45. 45 over 2. 2. And we'll go up and into the netting and out of play. 9:11 left to play in the second period. 1-1 still tied game. High 3. High 3 and we go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius and we go to St. Charles. And then we'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius around and we go to St. Charles. 45. 45. And back to St. Ignatius and back to St. Charles. 45. 45. And we'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And we'll go back to St. Charles too. And St. Ignatius. And there will be saves. 8:33 left to play in the second period. They're 9. They're 9 over 4. 4. 4 to 5. 4 over 83. 83. Over 11. 11. Over 39. 11. 11 with the plus. 11. 39. 39. Over 38. 38 with the plus. 38. Over 11. 11 over 39. 39 and over back to St. Ignatius. And we'll have an icing call. 8:05 left to play in the second period. St. Charles with the puck. And we go back to 68. 68. And St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot. And no good. St. Ignatius again. And it'll be saved. Ten. 10. And it'll go to 68. 68 with the puck. 68. 68. Shot and over there. 94. 94. And we'll go back to St. Ignatius. And we're going to St. Charles. 66. 66. Over there. 94. 94. Around. And we'll go to St. Ignatius. And we'll go back to St. Charles. 10. 10. And we'll go around. And we'll go to 66. 66. Around. And we'll go 94. 94. And we'll go to St. Ignatius again. St. Ignatius. And we'll go back to St. Charles. 66. And back to St. Ignatius. And we'll go back to St. Charles. 66. 66. And we'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. Shot. St. Ignatius. Shot. No good. And it'll be deflected and out. And we'll have an icing call. 6:50 left to play in the third. 1-1 still. Eight. 8. 8 over there. 88. 88 with puck. 88. 88 over 9. 9. And it'll be deflected. 38. 38. And we'll go up. And we'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius with the puck. And we'll go to St. Ignatius. 38. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius, and then we'll go to St. Charles. 38. 38 over the 88. 88. And he'll ice it. 5:59 left to play in the second period. 45. 45. Over 68. 68. And we'll go around. And we'll go to 2. 2. Around. And it'll go over. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. And we'll have an icing call. 5:48 left to play in the second. 45. 5. 23. And we'll go St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius again. St. Ignatius. And no good. 49. 49. I'll take it out. And we'll go to St. Ignatius. And we'll go to St. Charles. 45. 45. 23. 23. Up. And it'll be saved. 2. 2 over 49. 49. Shot. And it'll be glove saved. $45. And we go to St. Charles. St. Charles. 45. 45 up, and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius around, and it'll miss it. And we'll back to St. Charles. 66. 66, and we'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. Shot and score. 49. 49. And he'll go to 94. And he'll miss it. And he'll go to St. Ignatius. And he'll back to St. Charles. 49. 49. And he'll go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And go to St. Charles. 66. 66 of 10. 10 will miss it. And he'll ice it. 420 left to play. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. Shot no good. St. Ignatius again. And they'll ice it. They have an icing call. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius around no good. And they'll go 94. 94. And 38. 38 over to 68. 68 over 10. 10. And then go back to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. 4. 4 over 38. 38. 38 up to 10. 10. Round. Over 4. 4. Over 94. 94. Out to 68. 68. And St. Ignatius will take it away. And go up. And to 38. And we'll go over to 68. And we'll go 4. 4. And we'll go to 10. 10. Go 94. 94. And St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And over to St. Charles. 49. 49 over 94. 94. Over to 49. 49. Over 39. And we'll have a whistle. And offsides. Thirty-nine. 39 over 11. 11. And we'll go St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And we'll go to 66. 66. 66. And we'll go to St. And it'll be saved. Eight. 8 over 49. 49. Up over to. And it'll be tipped up. And it'll go St. Ignatius. Indeed. 2 minutes left to play in the first period. 9. In the second period, I mean. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. Not taking a shot and score. 49. 49. 49 over to 2. 2. 2. He'll take a shot and it'll be saved. 134 left to play in the second period. Three Charles. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius still take it down the ice. St. Ignatius around and no good. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And we'll go out and we'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Charles with the puck. 27. 27. Up to 2. 2 will miss it and it'll go back to St. Ignatius. And we'll go around and it'll go to 66. 66 up and we'll go over to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot and no good. 46 seconds left to play in the second period. Ten. 10. And it was Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot no good. 4. 4. Over to 94. 94. Over to 38. 38 over 68. 68 over 94. 94 shot no good. 10 around. 10 and net off. And we'll have a little pushing down at the goal. Ten. 10 with the puck. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And it'll go back to St. Charles. And back to St. Ignatius. 38. 38 with the puck. Okay. 5 seconds left to play. And that's the end of the first period. Second period. Cardinals are down 3-1. Please stay tuned for the third period. The third period should be starting soon. And here, back to the ice, your Saint Charles Cardinal. And here we go for the third period. The Ignatius will start us off with the puck. And St. Charles will regain control. 49. Now chip it up and it'll go out of play. 16:45 left to play in the third period. 3-0. St. Ignatius. Then 10 with puck. 10 over 68. 68. And we'll go back to St. Ignatius. 49. And St. Ignatius will take the block. St. Ignatius still at the block. St. Ignatius will take the shot and no good. St. Charles will get it back. 49. 49 over 94. 94. Shot and just missed wide. St. Ignatius with the puck and we'll go St. Charles. 66. 66. And we go over to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius around it and I'll go back to St. Charles. 49. 9. We'll put it up and we'll go to 68. 68 with the puck. 68. Up to 8. 8 will miss it and we'll go around and St. Ignatius will get the puck back. St. Ignatius with the puck and St. Charles and St. Ignatius will stop the puck. St. Ignatius with the puck. And St. Charles will come out with it. 94. 94 out of 60. 94 to 68. 68. Shot and no good. 8. 8. Shot again. No good. 9. Shot and no good. 15:21 left to play. Eight. 8 with the puck. 8. Get it ready. 8. And we go to St. Ignatius. And St. Ignatius with the puck. 9. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot. No good. St. Ignatius. And we go St. Charles. 38. 38 around. And we go to 38. 38. And we go over there. And it'll be saved. 14:18 left to play in third period. Forty-five. 45 over 66. 66. 45. 45 over 23. 23. 66. 66. 49. 49. 45. 45. 45. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius no good, and it was a net off. What do you mean? 1. 39. 30, 39. 39. 39. Okay, 83. 83. And it'll be saved by St. Ignatius. 39 on the face-off. St. Ignatius over St. Charles. 49. 49 over 66, and we have an offside. There's none on the face. 39. 39 on the face-off. 49. 49. And we go over to 49 again. 49 with the puck. 49 over 83. 83. And it'll be saved by Dylan Bell. 10. 10, and it'll go to St. Ignatius. 66. 6. Over there. 68. 10. 10 up the ice. 10, and he'll lose it. And St. Ignatius will steal a puck. St. Ignatius. And it'll go back to St. Charles. 68. St. Ignatius. 68. 66, I mean. Up to 68. 68. 68, up to 10. 10. 10 over 68. 68, shot, score! Oh, Cardinal! Goal scored by number 68, Gabe Sotok. Ten. 10. 10. Around. And it'll go to 4. 4 over 68. 68 over 39. 39 over 4. 4. That's 10. 10. And that'll go up to 68. Oh, 68 will miss it. And they will not call any penalty. So St. Ignatius with the puck. And it'll go back to St. Charles. And St. Ignatius will take the puck again. And St. Charles will cover it. 11:33 left to play in the third period. 2-3. And we'll have a little talking down at the net. Eight on the face-off. 8. You're at 38. 38 up, and it'll go from the 9. 9. 9 over 8. 8. And it'll go to 9. 9. 8. 8. And that'll go around. And that'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius puck. St. Ignatius take the shot. No good. They'll take a shot again. No good. And St. Charles will regain control. 38. 38. And St. Ignatius will get the puck back. And it'll go back to St. Charles. 4. 4 of 38. 38 over the 9. 9. 9 of 8. 8. And they'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot and no good. 38. 38 over 8. And it'll go to St. Charles. 8. 8. And the puck is loose. and St. Ignatius will get the puck, and it'll go around, and Ignatius still has the puck. St. Ignatius will take the shot, and just missed wide. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And we'll go to St. Charles, 88. 88. And we'll go around and out to St. Ignatius again. We'll go back to St. Charles, 38. 38 over to 9. 9, and they'll hook it out to 2. 2. Oh, 45. 45, we miss it, and it'll go up back to St. Ignatius and St. Charles will get it back. 2. 2 over 66. 66 buck. 66. And we'll give it up to 2. 2. And St. Ignatius will steal it. And we'll go back to St. Charles, 2. 2 up, and St. Ignatius will take it back. St. Ignatius. St. Charles with the puck. And I'll send it up the ice and go ice it. And while an icing call. 8:52 left to play in the third period. It's 10. And it'll be saved. Ten on the face off. 10. 10 around 49. 49. And that'll go around and that'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. And St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius with the puck. St. Ignatius. And it'll go to St. Charles. 10. 10. 10. 94, and St. Ignatius will steal it back. And St. Charles will regain control. 49. 49 with the puck. St. Ignatius with the puck. And we'll go to St. Charles. 66. And we'll go over to St. Ignatius again. St. Ignatius. And we'll go back down to St. Charles. 66. And we'll go back down to St. Ignatius. And back up to St. Charles. And St. Ignatius will get it again. And St. Charles regain control. And St. Charles with the puck. And St. Ignatius will take it back. St. Charles, 39. 39 over 7. 7. And St. Ignatius will steal it back. And that'll go up and out of play. 6:52 left to play in this third period. Thirty-nine. 39 on the faceoff. 39. 39. 39 with the puck. And it'll go over to St. Ignatius. 7. And we go 7. 7. Go to A3. A3. 0-11. 11, and they'll go up, and 11, 11, 11, 11, and they'll get it back, and I'm gonna go back and St. Charles, and we'll have an icing call. 6:06 left to play in third period. The 8 with the puck. 4, 4. He'll kick it off, and it'll go over to 4. And St. Charles is what? 9. 9 with the puck. And that'll go over to 8. 9 with the puck. 9. Round of 4. 4 for 38. 38. Shot. 8 again. 8. And 4 will get it. 4. And St. Charles stop puck. 38. St. Ignatius with the puck. Ignatius. Shot. No good. 4. 4 over to 9. 9 over to 8. 8. 9 over to 29. 29 to 8. 49. 49. 49. Shot and no good. 2. And St. Ignatius will take the puck back. St. Ignatius shot and it'll be deflected. 66. 49. 66. 66. Up to 2. 2. 23. 23 and St. Ignatius will take the puck back. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius. Shot and no good. St. Ignatius. Again and no good. St. Ignatius. And St. Charles will regain control. 45. And we'll have a net off. Ten over to 68. 68 over to 66. 66 and St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius shot and no good. 66. 66 around to 94. 94 and St. Ignatius with the puck again. 66. 66 around and it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Charles with the puck now. 10. 10. And that'll go over to 66. 66 around to 68. 68 over to 10. 10 over 49. 49 to 94. 94. And that'll go over to 66. 66, up to 68, 68, up to 94, 94 with the puck, 94, shot and no good. 68, 68 around, and that'll go to St. Ignatius. 68, St. Charles will get the puck back, and St. Ignatius will steal it again. St. Ignatius with the puck, and they'll ice it. 2:21 left to play in the third period. And St. Charles will take a timeout. Ten. 10 on the face-off. 10. 10 over 66. 66 and St. Ignatius with the puck. 49. 49 over 8. He's around and we go to St. Ignatius. 49. 49 over 66. 66 shot and that'll be deflected. 10. 10. 49. 49. That'll go 66. 66. 66 and 49. 49. Round to 68. 68 over 10. 10. Shot no good. 49. 49. Around to 10. 49. 49 shot again. And that'll be out of play. Ten. 10 will take the shot. No good. And St. Ignatius will get the puck back. 49. 68. 68 around 66. 66. And that'll go around to 10. 10. 10 will take the shot. Oh, and no goal. 66. 66 over 10. 10 over 49. 49. And that'll go around and that'll go to 60. 66. And that'll go to 8. 8 over to 68. And it's Ignatius to take it, and we'll have an icing call. 30 seconds left to play in the third period. $66 on the faceoff. 10. 10. He'll take the shot, and they'll go. 49. 9 and 66. 66 of 8. 8 and no goal. And they'll go down, and we'll have an icing call. 14.6 left to play in the third period. Ten on the faceoff. 10. 10. Okay. 10 seconds left to play. 49. 9. And that's game. St. Ignatius wins 3-2. Well, thank you for tuning in to watch St. Charles